Hi guys, thanks for joining us. So we're here for the quiz. We're not here to talk about the game that's just gone on. Oh, yeah, we'll cover that. We'll cover that tomorrow. Yeah, it is. You know, what did we expect? I mean, Masuaku out, Declan out, Cresswell out. It was tough. It was tough. What do you do? Who have we got in today? So we got. Let's have a look. Cal's in. Hello, mate. You're all signed up, ready to rock and roll. Steve, glad you're here, mate. All good. And Cal saying hello to you back. And return from Steve. We got Kent in, so the rest of you might as well clear off because you know where the gold medal's going already. Rest of you are fighting for silver, I think. Nah, listen, it's all good fun. We got Daniel in the house. Daniel, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you aboard, my friend. I hope you've told all your mates about us. Come one, come all. Doesn't matter what your colours are. We're all part of the football family, the West Ham family, whatever. We're all good. Steve's saying hello to you, Kent, and saying hello to everybody else. So what we'll do, we'll just wait for a little bit. We're not going to start it bang on 8, obviously. So I'll just sit here for a bit and ramble on. We've had a player that's dropped out. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, well, listen, there's 7 of you watching. Come on, guys, get your phone. You can see what it says there. I'll tell you what, I'll just go full screen. There you go. Right. So join at Kahoot, www.kahoot.it, or with the Kahoot app, and enter game pin 5802617. And basically, there's 20 questions. It's multiple choice. So even if you don't have a clue about West Ham, even if you haven't got the foggiest idea, you can join in and you can have a go. And most of them are a choice of 4 possible answers. I think there's a couple with 3. So listen, it's all for fun. It's just for a little bit of something to do on a Saturday evening, little bit of fun. There's no prize, just bragging rights. So Ken, you're normally in as come on you irons over land and sea, aren't you, mate? And I can't see you there. So if you've dropped out, get yourself back in there, mate. Who else we got here? So it's Cal saying no refs allowed. I'll tell you what. All right, I said we wasn't going to talk about the football, but go on. That was an absolute joke of a decision, wasn't it? I mean, for Christ's sakes, his foot's got to go somewhere. The play Mounts was it? No, it was Chilwell. Sorry, Chilwell's running across him. Balbuena's obviously cleared the ball. His foot's got to go somewhere. It's like, what's he meant to do? Is he meant to defy the law of physics and just, his foot's got to come to a sort of like a stop and, he's got no follow through. Absolute joke of a decision. But as soon as the referee went over to the pitch side monitor, I knew he was getting sent off. I absolutely knew it because the thing is, I think a lot of the time, they watch it in slow motion and it looks worse than it actually is. And as soon as he went over, I turned around and said, that is a red card coming. I'm not saying it should be a red card, but I knew it was going to be a red card. Absolute joke. But there you go. Tom's in. Tom, how you doing, mate? I mean, you're probably the same as us. You're just totally like, what the hell was that all about? Seriously. Listen, if any of you guys know any West Ham fans that you think might be interested in this, just send them a message about it. I'm quite happy to wait a couple of minutes. I can chat crap with the best of them, so it's not a problem. So you got a few pals, friends, family, whatever. Get them on, mate. More the merrier. So, but yeah, it was an absolute joke of a decision. Ken, you're asking what's the pin? It's 5802617, mate. So it should be on the screen, and I did send you a Facebook Messenger message. It's all on there. But yeah, 5802617, and get yourself on because we know you're gonna win, mate. We we're not daft. We know you're gonna win, but it's just to sort of like to pick, to be the man, you got to beat the man. So you never know. If one of these guys can topple you, then until the next time, then they'll be able to turn around and say that they beat Kent in a quiz. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have to go some. Kufal was arguably worse. Wouldn't have had the stones to send two of them off. Do you know what, Tom? I agree. I actually thought that Kufal's one was the worst of the two, and yet he got away with it. But, what do you do? Anytime they look, it's red, the tossers. Yeah, they do. They do. And as I say, I think that whenever they look at it in slow motion, it looks worse than it actually is. They need to watch it in real time. That's my opinion on it. I'm just getting some messages through. I don't know if these are people trying to get on or something. Let me just have a look, just in case. No, and that's no, and no. Hold on. Oh no, Cal's just retweeted the Falls from Iron Brainbuster quiz. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. As I say, if anybody wants to jump on, then I'm quite happy to just sit here and ramble on for a little bit. We got 8 in there. Kent's joined us. Yep, he's in. So we got Come On You Irons, Olas, otherwise known as Kent Irons, Kent Hammers, whatever you prefer. We've got Ben F, Mark, Tom. Send him off 9. No, don't. We've got Daniel Watson, we've got Steve 50, and we've got Cal. So all good. So give the boys credit. They played well, gave it a go. Steve, I can't disagree with that. You can argue that the passing was not very, very good. I think that was absolutely shocking in the first half. I looked at the stats and we was at 51% pass accuracy at one stage. And that's absolutely just pathetic. However, defensively, we looked well. We looked like we were we was in control at the back. So no, Katie, absolutely not too late for you. I've not hit start. So do yourself a favour, sweetheart. Go to www.kahoot.it or with the Kahoot app and enter that game pin 5802617. Get yourself on. I'm quite happy to sit here chatting crap for a little bit longer. Even Steve saying, get yourself in. It's just for fun, Katie. So there's no prize, there's no relegation, there's no promotion, there's no trophy. This is literally just something to do for a Saturday evening, although I suppose where you are, it's what, afternoon, is it? Something like that. So yeah, get yourself on, girl. And as soon as I can see you're in, then I'll know that assuming you're going to go down as Katie K or Ms. West Ham Philly, I'm guessing you will. There you are, Ms. West Ham Philly. She's in the building. Right, we've got 9 of you. But yeah, you're right, Steve. We did play well. We hung in there, and I did think we just needed to create a chance. That we could sort of put away. Get the retweets in for more people to play. Yeah, listen, if anybody wants on your social media, retweet it, whatever. Like I say, if you want to get a few more in, then I'm quite happy to sort of wait for a couple more minutes and just ramble on as I do. Second half was decent. Yeah, first was painful. Yeah, exactly. Second half we improved, but as I say, the first half I thought we was pretty ordinary, and that's being very kind about it. Having a few pints of plain after that, Gaze. Oh, mate, I'm with you. I've been a good boy. Unlike last week's quiz where I was a little bit merry, I think it's fair to say. But I wasn't in Duke's pub, and it was the first time I'd been in the pub for God knows how long. But today I've been quite good. I've been on tea, so good Englishman. No prize. I'm off to create mine. Oh, come on. No, don't you start, Daniel. I'm telling you, you're better than that. You're West Ham. You're not one of these arsehole club idiots that just. Oh no, don't get me started on that, Dan. I'll tell you, do not get me started on that nonsense. Really, refs don't understand the game. Simple as clueless, mate. I couldn't disagree with. I couldn't agree with you. I mean, more. I completely agree. The refs haven't got a Scooby. They really don't. But there you go. They're paid lots of money to make crap decisions like that. Tom, my son is 4 and he can't believe West Ham aren't top. He doesn't understand, does he? He's got a long way to go. He'll learn. Listen, I don't know if you're aware of this. I have mentioned this on previous streams. My first game was our record victory. We beat Bury 10-0 in the League Cup. It was then called the Milk Cup. And we won 10-0. Tony Cotty got 4 goals. That was my first game at Upton Park. And you can imagine I was, 7? And left there on my dad's shoulders. And, yeah, thinking that was the best team in the world. We just had someone drop out. Whoever you are, get yourself back on a little bit lively. Get yourself back in. Don't you dare. Spot on, Kent. Rabbit in headlights, that ref today. Absolutely. I wouldn't even go as far as to call him a ref, actually. I'm just going to wait another couple of minutes and just make sure. So you wait. Don't you dare go anywhere. I'm probably going to hit the start button at least by 1:15. But as I say, I'm just going to wait and see what happens because we've just had a dropout. So I don't know whether someone's internet's gone a little bit bandy on them. So I just want to make sure that I give someone a fair, if that person's, internet is pissing around, that I give them a fair opportunity. Katie's just come in, wasn't the best, but refs didn't help us lose either. No, listen, I mean, to be fair, if Balbuena hadn't got sent off, would we have gone on to get a point? Debatable, probably not, if we're being brutally honest about it. But it was still a bad decision. I mean, he's cleared the ball. The players run across him. His foot's got to go somewhere. His momentum's took it, onto his calf. You watch it in slow-mo, it looks absolutely awful. But if you watch it at real speed, and you can sort of, if you've played the game, you understand. And the referees, I don't think they have quite frankly. We got 9. No, it's 9 watching, still 8 in. My first 3 games were 5-1 Sheffield Wednesday, 3-0 Bolton, 6-0 Barnsley. I just thought whenever we turned up, we'd pump everyone. Right, so 6-0 Barnsley, that would have been around about 1997 then. Because they were in the Premier League for only the one season. So I'm guessing if it was a Premier League game that you went to and not a cup game, and I don't know of a cup game that we played where we beat them 6-0, that must have been about 97, Tom, am I right? Ken, they should have come out and explained themselves after the game's ref, but they won't. They won't. They're faceless individuals. They can make all these decisions and they've got no, they won't come out and they go, oh, yeah, I've looked at it again. That was a bad decision, blah, blah, blah. They'll just jump into their Ferraris and bugger off. Same as usual. I agree, Kemp. Managers have to explain themselves. Managers do, players do, everybody do, but no, not the refs. Barnsley's your second team. Oh, I remember you said that, mate. Yeah, I remember you said that. Barnsley chops. Lovely. It shouldn't have even been a decision. Katie, spot on. I agree, Gatesy, but we were denied the chance to give it a real go in the last 10. Yeah, no, I can't disagree with that, Mark. I can't disagree with that. It's obviously it didn't help. I think defensively we looked sound, but just offensively, I don't think we did enough for me. But there you go. Hit the ball hit. There's no foul. Yep. Tom, 96, 97, Sheffield Wednesday. Barnsley was 97, 98. Abu got a brace. Yes, he did. I was there. Derby are mine, and looks like they might go down. Yeah, Wayne Rooney's not having a good time of it there. He's having a baptism of fire, I think it's fair to say, at Pride Park. At the minute, it's probably Prideless Park, but there you go. So it's 13 minutes past. The person that dropped out, whoever it was when we had 9, hasn't returned. So I think if you guys are all okay with it, I'm probably going to hit the start button. So shall we do this? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So, Forge from Irons Brainbuster quiz, Saturday, 24th of April. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So, question number 1. In what year were Thames Iron Works formed? 1892, 1895, 1897, 1900. Relatively straightforward question. Relatively straightforward. But of course, only if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, well, you've got a 25% chance of getting it right. So what's the worst that could happen? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer was 1895. 5 of you got it right. 1 of you said 1897. 1 of you said 1900. It might be that you were thinking West Ham, but, not Thames Ironworks. But there you go. So we move on to the scores. Let's have a look what that's done. Tom is in gold medal position for 956 points, followed by Mark, Ben F, Steve 50, and Cahill. But we got another 19 questions left, ladies and gentlemen, so lots more can happen. Let's see. So question 2. In what year did Thames Ironworks disband to be replaced by West Ham United? Now, I might have just given the game away there. I forgot that this question was after it. I should have kept my mouth shut, but I often open my mouth and get myself into trouble, as people will that have listened to my Oh, Luke, you're late. Oh, mate. Oh, I'm so sorry. If I'd have, you should have sent me a message or something. Honestly, mate, I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? Anyway, a little bit of entertainment for you. You can sort of sit there and listen to me ramble on and take the piss out of everyone. So, let's do it. So, what's that done to the scores on the doors? So, Tom is still in the lead. Mark is in silver medal position. Ben F is in the bronze medal. We got Cahill that's snapping at his heels, but look who's just moved into fifth place. It's that man again, Kent Hammers. Come on, you Irons, Olas, Kent Irons. Lots more that can happen. Upon West Ham United's formation, what was our home ground? Upton Park, Browning Road, Memorial Grounds, London Stadium. There you go. Now, Cal's saying can still join. I'm not too sure if he can now. I mean, if he wants, I don't think he can. I think once I hit start, I think that's the door shut. I don't know. I've never tried to join a quiz like this sort of halfway through. I'll tell you what, if you want to know what the number is, just before I hit next, just to give Luke a fair opportunity, because I say I don't know whether he can. But basically, Luke, you go to www.kahoot.it or with the Kahoot app, and you enter the game pin 5802617. Okay, so and link LOL. I've just seen that come up. Yeah, I don't have a link. As I say, it's www.kahoot.it and game pin is 5802617. Do you need me to just wait a couple of minutes, Luke? If you do, just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. As I say, I'm sure the others won't mind. Just to make sure, if you can. It's like I say, it's only a bit of fun. So if you want me to wait, I'm quite happy to. If you just send us a message in the live chat. Cal's giving you give him 2 minutes there. Yeah, absolutely, Cal. I don't like I say, we're all friends here, so I don't think it will be a problem if on the clock. Yeah, it's 17 minutes past. So come on, Luke. Chop chop. Come on, mate. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit next so we can see. Oh, hang on. Doesn't recognize the pin. It might be because we've started, Luke. It might be because, as I say, I had a funny feeling that once we hit start, that was probably the drawbridge pulled up. So, yeah, it is what it is, mate. I'm very sorry you were a little bit too late to the party. But, as I say, maybe next time, but stick around, keep because you might learn something here, or you turn around to me at the end and say I got X amount out of whatever. So it's all good. But yeah, so upon West Ham's formation, our home ground was Memorial Ground. 7 of you got it right. 1 of you said Upton Park. None of you said Browning Road, and none of you fell for London Stadium. Oh, mate, I thought you were all too sharp for that. I didn't think I'd catch you out. So what's that done to the scores? Well, Tom is still in the gold medal position. Mark is second. Ben F is in the bronze medal. Cal is absolutely flying. Look at that. He's on flames. But Kent is lurking. Kent is lurking. Be on your guard, people. Question 4 of 20. Who was West Ham's top goal scorer in 85-86? Tony Cottee, Alan Dickens, Mark Ward, or Frank McAvenny? Luke's just in there. You carry on, or we'll make a smart aleck comments in the chat. Of course you will. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. That's your job. That's why we have you here. Luke's Cal saying keep Kent distracted. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. So what we got? We got 3 of you said Tony Cottee. 2 of you said Alan Dickens. None of you said Mark Ward. 3 of you got it right and said Frank McAvenny. Yeah. So what's that done at the scores? Cal moved into gold medal position. Ben F's in silver. Tom's in bronze. Mark's 4th. And Kent's in 5th. What has that done? There you go. So, question 5 of 20. Who were West Ham's opposition in the first Wembley FA Cup final at Wembley in 1923? Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Wanderers, Huddersfield Town, Newcastle United. Now, I should have worded that at the first Wembley FA Cup final at Wembley. Well, of course it was at Wembley. I didn't need to put that bit in, did I? It was superfluous. So, none of you said Blackburn Rovers. 7 of you said Bolton Wanderers. 1 of you said Huddersfield Town. None of you said Newcastle United. What has that done to the scores, ladies and gentlemen? So, well, it hasn't changed anything positionally. So, Cal's still in the lead. Ben F still in silver. Look at him. He's on flames, though. If I just scroll down, hang on. Ben F has the highest answer streak of 5. There you go. It's not bad, is it? Ben F's, then Tom, then Mark, then come on you Iron Zolas, otherwise known as Kent. Still plenty to play for, though, ladies and gentlemen. Question 6 of 20. Who is this? Hammerhead, Hammerman, Herbie the Hammer, or Harry the Hammer? There you go. No flies on you guys. 6 of you said Hammerhead. 1 of you said Hammerman. 1 of you said Herbie the Hammer. None of you said Harry the Hammer. Now, Herbie the Hammer used to be a mascot that we used to have at Upton Park back in the day. I remember him when I was a kid. And then they changed. They changed. And they went to Bubbles and Hammerhead or whatever it was. I think actually Herbie and Bubbles were around at the same time, but then Hammerhead came into being. So there you go. Little bit of useless information for you. Carol's still in the gold medal position, followed by Ben, Tom, Mark, and Kent. Loads more to play, though, guys. 7 of 20. Which of these competitions still active was West Ham's first post-war major honour in 1958? FA Cup, League Cup, European Cup Winners' Cup, Division 2 champions. And if you don't know, just give it a guess. What's the worst that could happen? There you go. 5 of you got it right. Division 2 champions. 1 of you said the FA Cup. None of you said League Cup. 2 of you said the European Cup Winners' Cup. Still all to play for. Let's see what that's done to the scores. Cal's on flames. He's in gold medal position. In the silver medal position, though, look at that. He's come streaking through. It's Kent. There you go. Ben F's in bronze medal. Tom and Mark are 4th and 5th, respectively. Let's see. Question 8 of 20. Who did West Ham beat in the 64 Cup final? Bolton Wanderers, Wolverhampton Wanderers, West Bromwich Albion, Preston North End. And if you don't know, just give it a guess. As I say, what's the worst that could happen? You get it wrong? So what? Nobody died? It's all for a bit of a fun. All for a laugh. 7 of you all got it right. Look at that. Preston North End. None of you went Bolton Wanderers, Wolverhampton Wanderers, or West Bromwich Albion. None of you were fooled. What has that done positionally? Well, the only thing that's changed there from previously is Mark and Tom have swapped places. The rest of the positions remain unchanged, with Cal in gold medal, Kent in silver medal, and Ben in bronze. Question 9 of 20. Who was West Ham's manager in the Championship playoff final of 2012? Sam Allardyce, Gianfranco Zola, Avram Grant, Slaven Bilic. Boom. Nah, it was too easy. It was too easy. Big Sam. Hippo head. All 7 of you got it right. It wasn't Zola, Grant, or Bilic. Well done. So what has that done to the scores? Now, again, they've swapped over again. Tom and Mark have gone back to where they were a question or two ago. But the rest of it hasn't been changed. Cal's still gold medal. Kent silver. Ben F is bronze. So this is the halfway point. West Ham are the last FA Cup winning team to have a starting 11 of all English players. But in which year? 1964, 1975, 1980. All 11 players that started were English. Oh, 1 of you got it right. 1 of you said 1964. That's wrong. 1 of you said 1975. That's right. And 5 of you said 1980. Well, in 1980, Ray Stewart was in the starting 11 and he's Scottish. So it wasn't 1980, guys. It was 1975 was the last time there was an all English starting 11 that won the FA Cup. What has that done? Well, there you go. Mark has snapped in a silver medal position. Cal's still in gold. Kent's dropped down into bronze. Ben F's in 4th and Tom's in 5th. So, second half. In what year did West Ham win their only FA Charity Shield shared after a 2-2 draw with Liverpool? 1964, 1975, or 1980? Straightforward. 1 in 3 chance. You've got a 33% chance of getting it right. It was 1964. 3 of you got it right. 3 of you said 1975. 1 of you said 1980. Let's see what that's done. Mark's now gone in a gold medal position, followed by Cal in silver medal, Ben F's in bronze, Kent's in 4th, Tom's in 5th. So let's move on. Question 12 of 20. Which ex-Hammer is the only player to have scored in the Premier League, La Liga, the Bundesliga, Serie A, and Ligue 1? Is it Diego Tristan, Titi Camara, Davor Schuker, or Florin Raducoi? Give it a guess. If you don't know, just give it a guess. What's the worst that could happen? There we go. The answer was Florin Raducoi. 2 of you said Diego Tristan. 1 of you said Titi Camara. 1 of you said Davor Schuker. And 2 of you got it right with Florin Raducoi. He is the only player to have scored in all 5 of those top flight leagues in Europe. Crazy. He was absolutely hopeless for us. Scored 1 good goal against Manchester United, a half decent goal against Sunderland, but just a total waste of talent, to be fair. It's not that he didn't have the talent, it was the work rate. Just didn't have the work rate. Couldn't take getting a clump. What's that done? Oh, look at that. Ben F's moved into gold medal position. Mark's in 2nd. Cal's in 3rd. Kent's dropped in 4th. And Steve 50 has moved up. He is now in 5th. Oh, it's hotting up. It's up for grabs, I'm telling you. This could all change. Question 13 of 20. Brian Deere holds the record for the quickest 5 goals scored in a match. How many minutes did this feat take? 10, 15, 20, or 25? How long did it take Brian Deere to score 5 goals in a match? The answer is 20 minutes. 5 goals in 20 minutes. That is crazy. 1 of you said 10 minutes. 2 of you said 15. 3 of you got it right with 20. 1 of you said 25 minutes. So, what has that done to the scores? Well, Ben is still in gold medal position. Cal's in silver. Mark's in bronze. Kent's in 4th. And Steve's in 5th. But again, it's still a lot to play for, guys. This is not over by any stretch. 1 right or wrong answer here or there, and it all changes. Question 14 of 20. Which ex-Hammer became the first player to score hat-tricks in the Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup? Yossi Benayoun, Frank Lampard Jr., Paolo Di Canio, Diego Tristan. Benayoun, Lampard Jr., Di Canio, Tristan. And if you don't know, give it a guess. What's the worst that could happen? And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, surprising to some, Yossi Benayoun. 3 of you got that right. 3 of you said Frank Lampard Jr., none of you said Paolo Di Canio, and 1 of you said Diego Tristan. What's that done to the scores? Well, Ben F is still in gold medal, followed by Cal in silver medal. Bronze medal is Mark. Kent's in 4th, lurking with intent. And Tom's moved back up into 5th. 15 of 20. Only 2 players in Premier League history have scored penalties with both feet. Obafemi Martins and Paolo Di Canio, Frank Lampard Jr., Mark Noble, Bobby Zamora. Only 2 players in Premier League history have scored penalties with both feet. Obafemi Martins and Bobby Zamora, ladies and gentlemen. 5 of you said Paolo Di Canio. None of you said Frank Lampard Jr. or Mark Noble. And 2 of you got it right. It's Bobby Zamora. Little known fact. What has that done? Well, not an awful lot as far as the positions were concerned. We've still got Ben F in gold medal position. Silver medals, Cal. Mark's in bronze. Kent's in 4th. And Tom's in 5th. Let's see. 16 of 20. As of the end of last season, how many times have West Ham United finished a league season as London's top club? 3, 4, 5, or 6? The answer is 4. The answer is 4. 5 of you said 3. This is where it gets confusing because 5 of you said 3, not 3 of you said 5. 5 of you said 3, 2 of you said 4, none of you said 5 or 6. So, what has that done? Ben F still in gold medal, but closing the gap slightly is Mark, who's now moved into silver medal position. Cal's in bronze. Tom is on flames. Look at that. Look at that. He has the highest answer streak of 3. He's there in 4th, and Kent is in 5th. Let's see. We're in the home straight now, ladies and gentlemen. 17 of 20. Which former Hammer once played in every league division in the same season? George Parrish, Neil Law, Tony Cottee, Ray Houghton. So all 4 divisions in the English league, he played in the same season. Who was it? It was Tony Cottee, ladies and gentlemen. As I remember it, he played for Leicester in the top flight. He played for Norwich in the 2nd tier, Millwall in the 3rd tier, and Barnet in the 4th tier, all in the same season. And since then, the rules have been changed because obviously you can only play for 2 teams, I believe, now in the same season, unless there's extenuating circumstances. So that will never happen again. But it was Tony Cottee. George Parrish got 1 vote, Neil Law got 3, and Ray Houghton got none. What has that done? Well, Mark's moved into gold medal position. Ben F is in silver. Tom, who's still on a bit of a streak, he's moved into bronze medal. Come on, you Irons. Kent, he's moved into 4th, and Cal's dropped down to 5th. Now we've got 3 questions left. Let's see what you can do. Question 18. Who did West Ham beat in the 65 European Cup Winners' Cup final? Bayern Munich, Real Zaragoza, Anderlecht, TSV 1860 Munich. That was a tap-in. That was a tap-in. All of you got it. It's just a question of who got it right the quickest, isn't it? All 7 of you got it. TSV 1860 Munich. So, does that change anything positionally? No, just changes the scores. Still got Mark in gold, Ben F silver, Tom in bronze, Kent's in 4th, and Cal's in 5th. So, question 19. Who scored both goals for West Ham in the 65 Cup Winners' Cup final? Jeff Hurst, John Sissons, Alan Seeley, Martin Peters. Who got both the goals in that game? And if you don't know, just guess. 1 of you said Jeff Hurst, 2 of you said John Sissons, 3 of you got it right with Alan Seeley, and 1 of you said Martin Peters. What has that done? So, Mark is still in gold medal position. Silver is now occupied by Tom. Ben F's in bronze. Kent's in 4th position, and Cal's in 5th. So, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Last question. Where did West Ham buy Sebastian Haller from? Eintracht Frankfurt, Hamburg, Augsburg, or Fortuna Dusseldorf? And if you don't know, guess. Again, tap in. I put in a few easy ones there for you guys. I tried to help you out. So all 7 of you got it right. It was Eintracht Frankfurt. None of you said Hamburg, Augsburg, or Fortuna Dusseldorf. So it's just a question of who got it right the quickest then, isn't it? What has that done? So here's the podium. In bronze with 14 of 20, it's Kent. 14 of 20, but obviously a quicker cumulative time is Tom. But the winner, 15 of 20, is Mark. Look at that. And the runners-up, 4th and 5th, Ben F and Cal, respectively. So, there we go. That was excellent. Let me just get rid of that. I'm just going to go through some of the comments here and just see what you lot have been chatting away, because I haven't been keeping an eye on this. So, what have we got here? We've got Mandy. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, you're too late, sweetheart. I do apologize. If you're still watching, I'm very sorry. The stream started at 8 o'clock and I waffled on for about 15 minutes, more or less. And then we hit start. So I'm very sorry. You just missed it. I'm just looking at some of these comments here. Does Division 2 still exist, says Luke? Well, it's now what's known as the Championship. So, Hippo Head. Yeah, that's my little nickname for Mr. Allardyce. So, yeah. Ken, listen, it happens, mate. It happens. We're all human. We all have a brain fart, or, maybe we don't click it quickly enough, or whatever. It is what it is. Tom, listen, again, same with you. It was just a laugh. It's just a little bit of a giggle. We're all having a bit of fun. What's Luke just put? Rules have been changed because TC broke the system because he's TC. TC can do what he wants. He's a West Ham legend as far as I'm concerned. Ken, listen, you were poo today. You got bronze medal. And though normally you're gold medal material, that's fine, but you still got on the podium, mate. You still got on the podium. I'm selling out and going to Super League. It's not as easy as that when you're West Ham, mate. It is not as easy as that. But yeah, Tom saying well done to Mark, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tom. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I try and do it on a Saturday. I didn't plan on doing it yesterday. I've got to be honest with you. I'd had so much on, one thing and another, with work, family, doing the YouTube channel and all the rest of it. And I didn't really have time to sit down and put a quiz together. And yesterday, if you'd have asked me, was I going to do a quiz today, I'd have probably said to you no. But just early this morning, I thought, do you know what? I'll put a quiz together quickly, and just go through it. So, Mandy, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you got a little bit of entertainment out of it. Just sorry that you didn't get in time. Just next time you see anything on the Falls from Iron Facebook page or the Twitter feed or whatever, get yourself in there a little bit lively. And yeah, just it's all for a bit of fun. There's nothing, there's no prize or anything like that attached. It's just a bit of a giggle. Well done, Mark, the deserved winner. Ken, very magnanimous, my friend, and thanks for keeping involved. Steve's getting relegated. No, this is like the ESL, Steve. This is like the ESL. What was it? The League of Gentlemen, Royston Vasey. You'll never leave. The younger ones are sort of like saying, what the hell's he on about? You can tell his quiz was dumbed down a little. I was nowhere near previously. You may very well say that, Mr. Brown. I could not possibly comment. There was a few easy ones in there. I didn't want to sort of like have, questions like, in what minute did Sam Small score the only goal of the 1940 wartime cup? Yeah, like anyone's going to know. Disconnecting my internet. So the young lad don't come out on top. Shave for like it. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I'm just here to entertain and inform. Mark, today you entered a pantheon of champions. Enjoy it. Yeah, he did absolutely. Mandy, will do. Well done, all, and thank you, Mandy. Pleasure's all mine. I enjoy just rabbiting away to my webcam and my monitor and interacting with you guys. It's a bit of a giggle, like I say. I mean, I've got 12 of you watching, so I'm clearly entertaining a dozen people somewhere in the world that think I'm even slightly entertaining on a Saturday afternoon after the match that we served up. But I'm not going to talk too much about it. I promised I wouldn't. But it's difficult not to, isn't it? I mean, we had the red card and all the rest of it. But we'll do that on the show tomorrow. So for the 12 of you that are here, now one of you's buggered off. I've lost one of you already. No accounting for taste. The 11 of you that are here, the plan is tomorrow we're going to do our post-match debrief, which is going to be at 6:30 tomorrow as things stand at the minute. Duke's going to be on West Ham Unofficial, Jake Cox's channel. I believe it's his Intertoto final quiz. So get yourself on there. I believe that's about a 5:30 start, if I remember correctly. So have a look at that. Give Duke your support. And yeah, it's all good. Steve, thank you very much. You're a gentleman, mate. I do try my best. I'm amazed Tom has two internet in Swinners. Swinners, what are you? You in Swindon, mate? I've got absolutely no idea, so I'm guessing it is. It's Swindon you're on about. Waffling Gatesy, pep it up, pal. Listen, I do my best, Luke. I do my best. I'm down to 9 viewers now. I mean, a minute ago I was at 12. 3 of you have buggered off. That's brilliant. Tom, dial up. My God, I remember that. That was absolutely awful. Awful when I first got the internet. I mean, I thought it was good at the time. Now I look back, I remember sort of like being on the internet and someone would phone and that would be everything just come to a grinding halt. I mean, could you imagine? That's just unbelievable. I've written some questions, I think. Oh, yes, because you're the guy that sorts out the questions, aren't you? So I'm guessing you're going to be the one that's going to do the for the Champions League final, because I think there's someone that's in that. Can't think who. Along with Charlie from Hammers Chat and who's the other finalist? I can't even remember who the other finalist was or is. So cheers, Cal. Thanks for coming, mate. Do appreciate it. Steve, 8 in fact. Eight what? 8 what? Don't know. Luke, beep, beep. Yes. Oh God, I remember that. Does any of you guys about the same sort of age as me? I'm mid-40s. I had a ZX Spectrum Plus 2 when I was a kid, computer. And obviously at the time, I thought it was the height of sophistication and technology and all the rest of it. But you had to play computer games. You'd put in like a tape cassette. And again, kids are looking at this going, what's that? Put it in, and it made god-awful noise as this thing was loading up. And played these computer games that were like really jerky graphics and monochrome, and they were absolutely awful, but I thought it was brilliant at the time. I didn't get internet until 2011, got to live the life before this took over. Yeah, tell me. 2011 though, wow, that's a bit late. Bloody hell. I'm off for my pizza. Thanks again, Gatesy. Bye everyone up the Hammers. Tom, thanks for coming, mate. And as I say, tell a few of your mates if you can. Jump on and subscribe. And 8 in the chat. Oh, I see. Yep, I got what you mean, Steve. That's fine. Kent saying, I predicted you to win. I can't be brought though, Rob. Listen, may the best man win on the day. And listen, I've got to the final, and that's an achievement in itself. Obviously, I'm there. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to win it. Of course, I do. I think you should always do your best and see where it takes you. And you know what? If I finish second, if I finish third, so be it. Cheers, Tom. Yep. Sega Mega Drive is as retro as I got. Yeah, no, this was, probably a good 5 years, maybe 8 years before the Mega Drive came out. Honestly, real piece of junk by modern standards. Seven, I was asleep. Hornswazzler, how you doing, mate? You all good? Daley Thompson Decathlon shits on Call of Duty. I remember that. I used to have that. We had that on an Atari. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. Look, I don't know how old you are. The cartridge that used to go in the Atari, and yeah, Daley Thompson's Decathlon. I remember that. Yeah, you just said you're 44. Yeah, love the specky. Press space to load. Yep. And do you remember that? Because I had the Plus 2, but the one they had before that, the 48K, was like this little sort of square thing with rubber keys, and it was absolute crap. But at the time, we thought it was great. I'm 56 and we didn't have calculators. Yeah, I'm guessing you had an abacus. Luke, you are the most teen-minded 44-year-old. I think that's a compliment. And look who's in the chat. Look who's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. That is my 17-year-old son, who at this precise moment in time is gallivanting around with his mate somewhere, one of whom's my nephew. So if you're watching this, Jack, hello, and I hope you two are behaving yourselves, because if not, there'll be trouble. That's all I'm saying. Logarithmic books, Jesus. Honestly, I've got, just brings me back to, my school days. I don't think you're allowed to call them blackboards anymore. It's, it's all different. There's whiteboards and chalkboards, and I don't even know whether they use that. It's probably all on overhead projectors and yeah. And Cal saying it is a compliment. Thanks, mate. And Callum, I'm with. Yeah, okay, mate. Just so long as you're behaving, you're not getting into trouble, and I'm not going to get the police knocking at my door. That's when I'll get the ump and I'll start going batshit on your ass. So, I'm only joking, Rob. Good luck to you. I just think you got great knowledge and your favourite to win. Kent, I do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. And as I say, if I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. And may the best man win. As I say, I'll do my best. And, as I say, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to win it. Of course I do. But if I don't, then I'm not going to cry in the corner over it, And at the end of the day, we're all there trying to raise a little bit of money and a little bit of awareness for Isla, as we always do on this channel. As you all you regulars know, I am thoroughly behind that campaign, and you know the reason why. Why is he not giving us a runway walk instead of being at? Oh, you're referring to last week, are you? Well, I haven't got the laptop. This is my PC. This is in one place, and it's staying there. No, Mark, my FIFA back in the day was Match Day on the Spectrum. I remember that. I remember Match Day. Oh, mate, you're bringing me back. You're bringing me back some memories. Oh, what other games did I have on it? Operation Wolf, Afterburner, Outrun. Yeah, I mean, I'm going back. I'm going back to my childhood. Honestly, I'm reminiscing. I had an Atari, chucked it away, and then they became collectible and worth money now. Oh, mate, you didn't. Oh, mind you, we've all done it. We've all done it. We've chucked something away that at the time we thought was took, that we thought was absolute crap, and then years later, it becomes a collector's item. And you see, do you know the thing that would really piss me off is sitting down one day. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't routinely watch Antiques Roadshow. In fact, I don't. In fact, I can say honestly, hand on heart, I have never sat down to watch an episode of Antiques Roadshow. But what would really piss me off is sitting down one day or pottering around or whatever, and it's on in the background, someone's turned it over and it's on, and someone turns around and says, oh, that's worth sort of like, a couple of £100,000. And I'm looking at something that I used to own until I chucked it in the bin like 20 years ago. I'd absolutely be screwing. I'll be safe, love you. You better be, son. You better be. All right. This is your dad speaking. All right. You all look after yourselves because you're my son. Two of you are my nephews. I love you all. Don't be bringing the police back to my house or to their parents. All right. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Tom's football. Don't remember that. I'm heading out. Cheers, everyone. Cal, thanks for coming, mate. I do appreciate it. You're a great supporter to the channel. And at the end of the day, this channel, it's all about you guys. It's not about me. It's not about Duke. You guys make it what it is. Kent Hammers, you go Commodore 64 Sega Master System. How about because you had this Commodore 64, you had the Spectrum Plus 2. They actually had a Spectrum Plus 3, which was basically the Spectrum Plus 2, but instead of the tape cassette, it was a floppy disk. And you also had Amstrad. Amstrad had a sort of their version at the same time. We had to go outside and kick a ball around. Used to live in a shoebox in the middle of the road. Listen, I'll tell you what, I used to love it. I mean, I used to live in a I wouldn't call it a block of flats so much. It was, it wasn't in Kennington, in southeast London, near where the Oval Cricket Ground is. That's where I'm from originally. My nan still lives there, and my aunt still lives there to this day. And it was sort of like a square block of flats on about 3 levels, thereabouts, 3-4 levels. And in the middle was a sort of like a playground area, and all us kids used to go down BMX bikes, playing football, and didn't really have sort of like computers and crap like that in the day. And it was a different time though then, Steve. Different time. Now they've all got the internet and they're all playing around with it. You'd struggle if you have a conversation with most kids nowadays. But and I say that as someone that I'm on the internet as doing this. So it may not surprise to know I have 4 massive boxes on 20th century Nintendo games and consoles. Ooh, like it. Mark, you're off, mate. Stay safe, buddy. As I say, thanks for coming, and make sure you come back again. And if you've got any pals that are West Ham fans, make sure you let them know we're here. Get them to subscribe. That'd be good. In actual fact, I probably should do that. Just to remind you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified of the new content as and when it comes available. There you go. See, I'm getting used to this button pressing malarkey. Yep, Luke, Cathal, so, and Steve, yeah, you as well, mate. No worries. I'm probably going to end it here because we're having a little ramble and all the rest of it. But I fancy a cup of tea. And I'm just going to sit down for the rest of the evening, chill with me, missus. Oh, hang on. What's this? Give me old man a shout. What is Steve watching? Is Steve watching as we speak? Steve, if you are watching, hello, mate. Hope you're well. Who else we got here? Laters, cheers. Yeah, listen, Luke, thanks for coming, mate. I do appreciate it. And like I say, keep telling your mates about us, and yeah, we'll crack. The next one's 350 that we got to try and get to, and then the next one's 400. So want to try and keep growing it. And as Duke and I said right at the beginning, we're going to carry on doing this until we don't enjoy it anymore. And right now, I'm having a time of my life, quite frankly. So, Mandy, stay safe, sweetheart. As I say, next time, hopefully you can get on the quiz a little bit quicker before I hit start. And yeah, I'd like to get more people involved. I mean, we had 7, 8 today. Would have been nice if we could have had a few more of you, but it is what it is. I mean, Luke couldn't get in. He was shut out. I'd pressed start before he rocked up, so he had the same problem. But he stayed around and he's put comments in as we've gone along, so it's all good. If I kept my Lego and action figures, etc., I'd probably have a fortune by you. But do you know what? You're right. I mean, but you'd have had to have kept them all in their packaging because like Star Wars. If you'd have got an original Star Wars back in 1977, like a Luke Skywalker, a Han Solo, whatever, but had the forethought to keep it in the packaging pristine, and mate, you'd be absolutely in clover. Yes. Right. So, how you doing, Steve? Yeah. No, all good. How's Trevor? We'll have to get you two on at some point. And I'll tell you this, because a lot of people are like, I don't want to come onto YouTube channels and all the rest of it. It's not my thing, and I'm a bit conscious. Whatever. Just turn your camera off. A lot of people come on the channel and they're a little bit nervous, but they've got a story to tell. And I know you and Trevor will have plenty of stories to tell about your days, going to watch West Ham with my dad. Because I've heard some of the stories, but I think other people might be quite interested to hear them in all honesty. But as I say, if you're a little bit nervous and you're thinking, just turn your camera off. There's a little button at the bottom of the thing that says stop cam, but you can just still keep rabbiting away and people can hear your story. And I know that you and Trev and my dad got up to certain things back in the day, little scrapes that you got involved in, and all the rest of it, because you've told me a few of the stories, and they're very amusing. So if we can get you on one day, then I'd love to be able to do it. So anyway, I'm rabbiting on, and I think it's about time I buggered off because I've been going for nearly an hour, and I'd like to go and get a cup of tea if you don't mind. But for those of you that are watching live and those of you that watch subsequently, thank you very much indeed for sticking around. The only thing that I'd like to say before I go is obviously to do my usual shout out to Isla. And for those of you that don't know, she's a 6-year-old girl that's fighting neuroblastoma. And I can't dress it up, guys. She's literally fighting for her life. She's 6 years of age. She's fighting for her life. She needs treatment to save it. and this doesn't come cheap because it's not available on the NHS. So a family in the middle of the pandemic has got to stop what they're doing and take her wherever it is in the world to save her life. You got a PayPal there, you got a Just Giving there, and we at Falls from Iron and the wider Facebook, YouTube community would endorse this campaign and encourage you to get behind it. So if there's any spare funds that you've got, and I appreciate that the pandemic has kicked the shit out of all of us, it really has, but this family more than most. So if you've got anything, £1 upwards, I'd encourage you to put it here, guys, because this family really needs us right now and they really need the help. Whether you can, whether you can't, all I'd ask you to do is just take this message, put it on your social media platforms, put it on any groups that you're involved on social medias, WhatsApp it to friends, enemies, family, whoever, the strange old woman at the bottom of the road with about half a dozen cats and the place smells of piss. Send it to her, whatever. Because this family needs every little bit of help they can get, because like I say, this little girl is in trouble. There's no way of dressing it up. This girl is absolutely in trouble. And for those of you that know the story with me, I've got a good mate of mine whose daughter had the very same cancer. And unfortunately for her, after 5 years of battling it, and at the age of 9, she succumbed and she passed away 5 years ago now. So that's not something I want to have happen to another family if I've got anything to do with it. So this is why I'm quite passionate about this particular campaign. So if you guys want to try and support this campaign, I would be very grateful. Thank you very much. So that's where I'm just going to end it. I've just had one comment pop in. Take care, Gatesy. Great quiz and chat. Good job, mate. I do my best, Kent. I do my best. I just sort of, sit here, ramble on, chuck a few questions together that, either I make up or I find online and download a few photographs and bish bash bosh. Actually, it takes a while to put together. You'd be surprised the amount of work goes into doing a YouTube channel. And to be honest, until I started doing it with Duke, I had no idea. I thought it was quite easy. I thought you just pressed a button, hit play, and did whatever. It's actually really takes up a lot of your time. Thankfully, I've got a very understanding wife, and so far she's supported me all of the way. So yeah, I'll just, like I say, Duke and I are just going to carry this on until we no longer want to, or whether if we get people telling us that we're stinking the place out and we ought to piss off and find something else to do, then I'll carry on doing it. So, and I'm quite happy that we've got up to we hit 300 subscribers yesterday. That was quite nice. And as of we speak, last I looked anyway, we're on 309. So all the time we're moving in an upwards trajectory and we're gaining subscribers rather than losing them, then I'll just carry on. So, but anyway, I'm going to bugger off because I want to get that cup of tea and spend a little bit of time that remains of this evening with my good lady wife, who I'm not going to call a hippo or any other animal. Oh dear! I'll tell you what, she's a great woman, my missus. Those of you that know me personally, as obviously Dave does, because he's my cousin. I'm a very lucky man to have my wife, and I'll say that here and now. So anyway, thanks for coming, guys. Really have enjoyed your company, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've those of you that got involved in the quiz had a bit of a laugh, and all of you that didn't make it, maybe next time. And thanks for all your interaction on the chat. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. You know the drill. You've obviously also at the bottom there, you've got all of our social media platforms. So any of you that are not on our group on Facebook, and any of you that are not following us on Twitter or Instagram, jump on. We're a friendly bunch. The only thing I will say is the Facebook group does have some rules, and anyone that wants to join has to accept the rules. Anyone that offers no response or says they're not going to follow the rules doesn't get in, and it's the same for everybody. So it's because we don't want a load of shit kicking off because someone said something that was a little bit naughty. So that's the only thing that we sort of insist upon. And yeah. So anyway, guys, stay safe. It's 59 minutes and counting, and going to hit the hour mark. So only one thing left to say. Come on, you irons, and hope you can join us tomorrow. Take care.